Hello friends, I'm Nayyar Shaikh, and today in this video I'll teach you how to create a social Q&A questions and answers website like Stack Overflow, Quora and Yahoo Answers with WordPress. Now first of all, this is the website that we'll be creating in this video. If I scroll down, as you can see, this is the website. Now if you see the layout of this website, at top we have our header. At the left hand side you have your logo. Obviously instead of this, if you want you can replace it and enter your own logo. Then in the middle we have this menu. We'll talk about all these different pages. In fact, I'll show you how to create these pages as well. I want to show you everything. So how to create this website, how to create extra pages, how to create blog posts, everything is included in this tutorial. Then we have this search bar. So as you can see, this is an Ajax search bar, a live search bar. So whenever you add any keyword over here, you will see all the live results. So here, if you want, you can click on that thing and you can see that question. So just like that, you can post in some more questions as well. We also have this option that people can upload their own avatar, they can upload their own profile picture. And under this, as you can see, we have so many different amazing features, like we have the group feature, referral feature, private messaging feature, pending questions feature, and also points feature. Let me explain you about all these features. Now before that, if you see, we also have the bell icon. If you click on that thing, you will see, you will get all the different notifications. Then we have the content layout. In the content layout, as you can see at the left hand side, we have these important links, and I have added these different icons with these lists. Then at the right hand side we have some important widgets over here. So as you can see, ask a question widget, some statistics, some popular questions, recent activities, top members, trending tags, all these different widgets. Now obviously if you don't want these two widgets, these two sidebars, you can have only the content in the middle. If you want maybe only the left sidebar or only the right sidebar, you can have that layout as well. And if you want to change these widgets, so suppose if you don't want these widgets or if you don't like the layout of these widgets, you can change them as well. Now if somebody wants to post a question on your website, they can simply click on this thing, what's your question? They will see this pop-up, if they want, they can also click on this button, ask a question. They will see the same pop-up. Now they can enter the question title. Basically they can enter the title of the question, then they can select some category related to this question. They can add some tag, and if this is a poll, if they want to create a poll, they can create a poll as well. You can tick mark this thing, and as you can see, you can have this poll. Now if you want, you can do one thing, you can create different packages. You can have simple type of question for everyone, but if somebody wants to post a poll, you can create a package for that, and so people will have to purchase that package to post a poll. So you have these options as well. Then they can add the question in detail, and after that they have some more options. They can ask anonymously, they can add a video to describe the problem. All these options are given to you. Now let me show you how a single question page will look like and how you can answer that question. Now before that, if you see, we have this layout and it has all the important options that you can have. So for example, if somebody wants to upvote this question, they can click on this thing, they can upvote it, they can downvote it. Now because this is my question, it says sorry, you cannot upvote your own question. So this feature is available. Now if you hover over any user, you can see about the name of the user. You can see how many questions this user has posted, how many answers this user has answered, how many points this user has. So we have the points option as well. Here as you can see, besides this username, it says enlightened. And if you see this another username, John Doe, besides this thing, it says explainer. Now let me explain you about these things. So if you click on badges from the left hand side, here as you can see, we have created different badges. So if you get more than 250 points, you will be enlightened. So you will get this enlightened badge. If you get maybe more than 150 points and less than 200 points, you will get the explainer badge. So as you can see, this person has this explainer badge, and my badge is this enlightened badge because as you can see, I have 1000 points. So you can give points for different things. So here as you can see, when you sign up on this website, you automatically get 20 points. When you refer a new user for the paid membership, you get 20 points. For referring a new user, 10 points. For answering questions, some points. All these points options are given. Now you can run different Google AdSense throughout the website. I'll explain you about that thing. Or you can do one more thing. You can have this buy points page. So you can sell points. So instead of this thing, if somebody wants to buy some point, so for example, if I want to buy 50 points, I'll have to pay $4. You can click on this buy points. You will be redirected to this page. You can pay through PayPal, Visa, MasterCard. You can pay through basically your credit debit card as well. So we have this option as well. Then we have the help option. We'll see how to create this facts page. You can create this facts page. We'll see how to add these questions and answers. This is not the question answer related to the website. This is just the facts page, frequently asked questions page. We have the communities option. Basically, you can create different categories. So as you can see, I've created programmers, programs, and people can follow these categories as well. Now let me explain you what happens if somebody follows. For example, if I follow this language category, now whenever a new question is posted under language category, I'll be notified through email. So this is how it works. You can even follow some user. For example, let me show you. You have this John Doe user. If I click on this thing, I can follow this user. As you can see, I have this follow button. So whenever this user posts any question or answers any question, I'll be notified. If you want, you can also private message this user. If you want to ask some question to this user, you can ask them that thing as well. So you can see all these options. You can see how many points this user has, how many questions this user has answered. All these options can be seen. And you can also verify some accounts. So here, as you can see, I have verified this account. John Doe, this account is verified. So this is your communities tab. We have one more tab. If you want, you can create different pages. You can go to groups page. If you want to add a new group, you can click on add group and you can create a group and you can have different people, in that group, just like we have the group system in Facebook. Now, if you want to see only polls, you can click on polls. So you'll see only questions that are polls. So as you can see, and it will have this thing as well. So here, as you can see, it says it is a poll, this one as well. Now let's open a single question and let's see how it looks like. So maybe let's open this question. Is PHP still relevant language in 2017? Now here, as you can see, this is a poll as well. If you want, you can answer this thing. You can submit it. You can see how many people voted it. You will see the result. Now this is the question and some people have answered it as well. Now because I'm the one who has posted this question and this question is not yet answered, so the status of this question is in process. Now if I select some of this answer, maybe I select this answer, maybe I think that this is the best answer. So I can select this answer as a best answer. And now if you refresh this question, let's see what happens. Now as you can see, the status of this question is changed to answered because this question is now answered. If you want, you can click on next. You can see another question. If you want to answer this thing, if you want to favorite this question, you can see how many people viewed this question. If you want to share it, you have all the options that are required over here. Basically all the options that a professional question and answer website must have. And as I said you earlier, I'm going to show you everything and we are going to create this complete package. So we are also going to create different blogs. So blogs, these blog posts will help you to generate some extra traffic through organic Google search results. So we'll see how to create these blog posts and get some extra traffic. We'll also see how to create different pages, like we'll see how to create the about page. We'll see how to create a contact page. So if somebody wants to contact the administrator of this website, they can simply fill in this form and they can contact you. So these options are also given over here. You can see the user profile. So every user will have their own user profile page. People can come, they can follow them, they can ask a question, they can see how many questions this particular user has posted or how many answers this particular user has answered. Now there are many more features available in this website, but I don't want to waste a lot of time over here. I just wanted to show you a quick demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video. Now I hope you guys like the demo website. Now if you like this demo website and if you want to create this website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. Now, let's start creating this website. Alright guys, now to create any kind of website, whether it's a question and answer forum website, an e-commerce website, a simple blog or a business website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, youtube.com, google.com, nayyar.com. All these things are different domain names. So we also have to register a domain name on the internet so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now the second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Now hosting is basically a server or a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website, all the different pages, all the different questions, this entire website is saved in a server and that server is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always see your website live because your server is running 24/7. Now hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. Your website will have great user experience. You'll get better ranking in Google search results and different search results. And with that, your website will also be very much secure. And obviously in contrast to that, if you select a cheap, crappy hosting, your website will load very slow. You might have seen sometimes when you go to some website and you type in the website and you press enter, and it takes a lot of time to load that page. That is because that website is using a very bad hosting, which is very slow, which is probably using an HDD server, which is very old. I'll explain you about all these things in the next step. Now in today's time, there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available, but unfortunately only a handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. You can simply open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/a2. Now this link is also given in the video description below, so you don't even have to type in that thing. You can simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page, A2 hosting page. Now this is one of the most reliable, fastest hostings available. Now here as you can see, there are 4 different plans. Normally hostings have 3 plans. They have created 4 different plans for different purposes. So you can see Startup, Drive, Turbo Boost and Turbo Max. Now for most of you guys, if you're doing this for the first time, I would recommend you to start with this Drive plan. Because here as you can see, you get more websites and you get 2 times more resources than the starter plan. With the starter plan, you can create only 1 website. And with the other plans, the Drive, Turbo and Turbo Max plan, you can create unlimited websites. Now let me explain you what this unlimited websites is. So for example, if you select the starter plan, you're creating this Q&A website, this forum website. You can have this website, but you cannot create one more website. Whereas if you select Drive plan or some other plan, you can create unlimited websites. So today you can create this Q&A website. Tomorrow if you want to create some other website, maybe an e-commerce website or a blog or membership website, any kind of website, you don't have to purchase a new hosting again. You can host all your future websites in one single hosting. So very important. Now here as you can see, these guys are using SSD space. So as I was explaining you guys about slow websites basically use the HDD server to store your data, to store your website. But here at A2 hosting, these guys are using SSD storage to store your website. And when your website is hosted on an SSD server, your website speed is around 30 to 40 times faster than the regular HDD server. So very important. With this plan, you also have free automatic backups, money back guarantee. If you hover over these key features, you can read more about all the different features available. So as I said earlier, for most of you guys, I would recommend you to start with the Drive plan. And if you want, you can even go with Boost plan or Max plan. And obviously, needless to say, you'll get even more features, you'll get even more resources, even better speed. But what I would recommend you to do is start slow. Start with the Drive plan, and once your website grows, you can anytime upgrade to Turbo Boost or Turbo Max plan. So select this plan and click on this Get Drive button. Now you will be redirected to this page, and here if you want, you can either register a new domain name by clicking on this option, register a new domain name, or if you have already registered your domain name on some other website and if you want to use that domain name, you can use this option, use my own domain. So if you want to register a new domain, if you're doing this thing for the first time, you can select this third option, register a new domain name, and you can type in that domain name. For example, if I want to register this domain name, nayyar.com, I can type in Nayyar and I can select .com from here. You have hundreds of different domain name extensions available, as you can see, .com, .net, .us, .ca, .co.uk. Hundreds of different domain names are available, .church, .city, .clinic, .click, .dentist. Hundreds of different domain name extensions are available. So whatever you want, you can select this thing, click on check availability. This will check whether this domain name is available. If it is available, you will be redirected to next step. And if you want, as I said earlier, if you have already registered your domain name on some other website, maybe on Namecheap or Google Domains or GoDaddy, you can use this option, use your own domain, type in that domain name. Suppose I have registered this domain name on GoDaddy. I can type in that domain name, and maybe I want to use this domain with A2 hosting. So I can select this option and click on use this domain. But for most of you guys, I know you would be doing this for the first time, register a new domain name. So I'll select this option and click on check availability. Now I can select this thing and click on continue. Now you'll be redirected to this step. First of all, by default 36 months is selected. So if you want to purchase for 36 months, you basically for 3 years. So if you go with 3 years, you can get this hosting for as low as $6 per month. Or if you want to, you can select this 12 months plan. Okay, so all these options are given to you. Obviously, if you select 26 months or basically 2 or 3 years, you will get even more discount. For example, here as you can see, for the next year, if you go with 2 years, you just have to pay only $70 extra. And if you go with 3 years, just $20-30 extra, you can go with 3 years. So obviously it all depends on you. If you want to go with 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you can select this option. Now scroll down and select the server location. Now if you're from Asia or India, anywhere from Asia or India, you can select Singapore. If you're from Europe, you can select Amsterdam. If you're from US, for East Coast, you can select Michigan. For West Coast, you can select Arizona. So based on your location, you can select this thing. I'm selecting Singapore because I'm from India. Now all these things, just leave it as it is and click on continue. Now you'll see this step here. By default, this one will be selected for you. I would recommend you to untick this thing because this will cost you $10 a year. I don't want to select this thing. I would recommend you to tick mark these two things, email forwarding and DNS management, because this is free. As you can see, free. So we want to tick mark these two things and click on continue. Now you'll see the review page. Here you can review this thing, the server location that you have selected, all these things. Now we can finally click on checkout. Once you click on checkout, you will be redirected to obviously your checkout page. Here you can enter your basic details like your first name, last name, email address, phone number. Then you can enter your billing address. So basically your address. If you have GST VAT number, you can enter that thing as well. Then you can choose a password for your account. Now make sure to remember this password, and in fact make sure to remember this email address and this password, because this email address that you'll enter over here and this password that you'll set over here, these things will become your login credentials. So in future, whenever you want to log into a A2 hosting cPanel, you will have to enter this email address and password. So whatever you enter over here, make sure to remember that. And finally, scroll down, come over here and you can make the payment. So you can make payment through credit card, debit card, your ATM card. You can make payment through PayPal, through Skrill, through bank transfer. Most of the times you should be selecting PayPal, Skrill, or this card, ATM card or credit debit card. Now you should note one thing over here, that only these types of cards are accepted over here: Visa, MasterCard, Union Pay, all these types that are given over here. Now most of the people in India have the RuPay card. Now RuPay is a domestic card which is not accepted anywhere outside India. So if you're from India and if you have a RuPay card, I would highly recommend you to upgrade your card to a Visa or a MasterCard. And once you have that thing, you can enter those details and tick mark this thing, click on complete order. Now once you click on that complete order button, now you have to come to this website, my.a2hosting.com. Here you will see this button, secure client login. Click on this button. Now enter the email address and password that you have selected in your previous step and click on login. Now once you log in, you will see this page. Now first of all, let me show you for those guys who have registered that domain name outside A2 hosting. So if you have registered your domain name outside A2 hosting and if you want to use that domain, let me show you how you can connect that domain with A2 hosting. So go to your domain name registrar. So if you have registered your domain name with GoDaddy, you can go to godaddy.com, log into your account. Now whether you're using GoDaddy or Namecheap or Google Domain or any other domain name registrar, the steps are all same. You just have to change your domain name's name servers. Basically you have to change your DNS, domain name server. So let me show you how you can do that. So first of all, select that domain name. For example, you have this domain name fahm.in. I want to use this domain, so I can select this thing, click on DNS, and all the domain name registrar will have this option, DNS option. Now click on change and delete these two name servers from here. Come to your account, click on account details. Now here as you can see, we have our name servers. Normally hostings give 2 name servers, but here we are getting 4 name servers. So we'll copy name server number 1, name server number 2, add 3 and 4. Copy name server number 3 and name server number 4. Now because we have 4 different name servers, first just save this thing. Once you click on save, it can take up to 24 hours to link this domain with your hosting. And because we have 4 different name servers, A2 hosting has the best uptime in the market. So your website will hardly be down. So most of the times what happens is, if you've selected a hosting, whenever there is anything going on with that hosting, your website will be down for 2 hours, for 5 hours, sometimes even for 24 hours. But here they give you 99.9% uptime. So basically your website will always be up. Now once you select this option, now you have to go ahead and come back to your client area. So click on client area, and from here you have to log into your cPanel. So click on this green button, cPanel login. A new tab will be open for you and you will see your cPanel, which would look something like this. Now the very first thing that you should see over here at the left hand side, primary domain name, and it will have your primary domain name, whatever domain name you have registered. So I have registered nayyar.com, and here it should say DV certificate, and you should have this logpad, which means that SSL is installed on your domain name. If you don't see this thing, you can click on this search bar, search for SSL, and you'll see this SSL TLS status. Click on this option. If you don't see that thing, you can just click on run auto SSL. It will automatically run auto SSL and it will install SSL certificate on your domain name. If you have any problem, you can always come back to your client area and raise a new ticket and they will help you out. So you can click on open ticket. If you have any problem related to your website, related to your hosting, you can always raise a new ticket and they are very quick to answer. So within few minutes or within half an hour or 1 hour, your query will be cleared. So your question will be answered. So come back to this option. Now once we have SSL installed and our domain name, now we can go ahead and install WordPress on that domain. So for that, again, click on this search bar, search for Softaculous App Installer. Select this option, Softaculous Apps Installer. Now there are hundreds of different apps given over here. We have WordPress as well. I would recommend you to install the regular WordPress, not this one. Now with this, they will give you some more plugins and all. We don't require those plugins. We just want to install the plain version of WordPress. So click on blogs from the left hand side, or if you want, you can do one thing, click on search at the left hand side and search for WordPress. You will see the regular WordPress, click on that. Now click on install now and choose your domain name. So for this example, I want to choose dicy2.nayyar.com, this domain name. And after that, also choose your protocol. Two options are given to you, basically HTTP and HTTPS. Make sure you select HTTPS, S for secure. Then make sure this in directory box is empty. Nothing is typed in under this box. If you see anything typed in like this, delete it. Make sure your in directory box is empty. Now scroll down. Now here you will see two sections. At the left hand side, we have site settings. At the right hand side, admin account. Now at the left hand side, you can give your website some names. So maybe I want to give my website the name of Discy. Maybe this is my website's name, or this is my brand's name, or this is, if it is a personal website, maybe this is my name. And you can describe your website. So I'll just type in Q&A website. Obviously you have to be more creative and type in even better thing. Now you can set some username and password for your WordPress account. By default, they will give you some username and password. If you want, you can use it. Or if you want, you can change it. I want to change this thing. I want to type in something that I could remember. So I'll type in this username and I'll change the password as well. Then also make sure to change this email and type in your own personal email address. Now these username and password are also very important. Make sure to remember this username and password. This will be your WordPress dashboard username and password. So in the next step, we'll see how we can go to dashboard. So whenever you go to dashboard, you'll be asked to log in, and you have to enter this username and password to log into your WordPress dashboard, which we will see in the next step. Now scroll down at the bottom and you can simply click on install. Now WordPress has started installing on your domain name. It is a very small process, hardly takes 10-12 seconds, as you can see, already done. Now once WordPress is installed on your domain name, you'll get two links. If you click on the first link, it will be just your website link. So this is how your website is looking right now. If you open the second link, this is your dashboard link. Now this link or this page, this dashboard page, is the most important page of your website. That is because you will be controlling your entire website from this page. So if you want to change your website design, if you want to manage payments, add a question, manage questions, manage answers, create pages, create posts, all those things will be done from here, from your dashboard page. And whenever you want to log into your dashboard page, you'll have to enter your website name. After that, put in /wp-admin. You'll land on this page. Or if you're logged out, you'll be asked username and password. You have to type in the username and password that we have seen in the previous step. Now whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few basic settings that we must do, and there are a few basic things that we must understand. Let's see them. Now first of all, this is your dashboard. You will see few widgets over here. These are not really important ones. So we can do one thing. We can go ahead, click on screen options and untick all these widgets from here, just to make sure that our dashboard is nice and clean. Now at the left hand side, we have few options. First option, if you see after dashboard, is your post option. Under post, one blog post is already created, hello world. Now this is just a dummy blog post. Later on in this video, we'll delete this thing and we'll create our own custom blog post. So this page will be used, this option will be used to create different blog posts. Then we have the media option. Now whenever there is any media used on your website, for example, you will see this image or this avatar image, or whenever there is media file, video, images used on your website, all those will be stored over here. You can manage them from here. Then we have the pages option, which obviously will be used to create different pages, your home page, your accounts page, all the different pages. Then we have the comments option. So whenever someone posts any comment on your website, you'll see all those comments over here. You can approve them, unapprove them. You can delete them, mark them spam, whatever you want, you can do that. Then we have the appearance option, which is a very important option. Now here, as you can see, 3 different themes are already installed for you. One is activated. This one, 2021 theme, this theme is activated for you. Now, if you see your website right now, this is how your website is looking, and this design of your website is because of this theme, 2021 theme. If we just go ahead and activate some other theme, maybe let's activate this 2019 theme. Click on activate. come back over here, refresh this page. Now as you can see, our website design is completely changed. So just by activating some other theme, you can completely change your website design and appearance. So this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes your website's appearance and design. Now you must always have only one theme installed and activated. So all these extra themes, we can click on that and we can delete it. Okay, just click on that and delete this theme as well. Now we are not going to use this 2019 theme. This is a very bad theme. Later on in this video, we'll see how to use another theme and that will give you this amazing design. Now come back. Next option is your plugins option. Click on that. Now a few plugins will be given to you. You can just go ahead and delete those plugins as well. Now we have seen theme. Theme is basically the design. What is a plugin? Now a plugin is kind of a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. So right now our website does not have any feature related to this, question answer website. Nobody can post a new question. Nobody can have these badges, and also all these features will be added using different plugins. So later on in this video, we'll see how to install those plugins and how to integrate them with our website. Then click on this settings option from the left hand side. Now if you have not already changed your website name and description, or if you want to update your website name and description, you can do it from here. Then make sure your admin email address is proper. Make sure you have personal email address given over here. Also tick mark this thing, anyone can register, so that people can come, they can register on your website, they can create an account on your website. Very important. Then you can change the time zone based on your country. Now because I'm from India, I'll select this time zone, and after that we'll click on save changes. Now under settings, click on permalinks. You will see by default day and name is selected. I would recommend you to select this one. Post name. This is the most SEO friendly permalink structure. So select this post name permalink structure and click on save changes. Now again come back to your dashboard. And with this we have completed all the basic settings related to our WordPress website. Alright guys, now let's start creating this website. Now first of all, what we'll do is we'll install a new theme, because right now if you see your website is looking really bad, we don't have a good design on our website. So first we want a theme. That theme will change the style and appearance of your website. In fact, with that theme, you'll also get all the required plugins. So basically that is the only thing that we need. Once you have that thing, everything will work properly. Now to download that theme, you have to open a new tab again, type in blogtool.com/Discy. And this link is also given in the video description below, so you don't even have to type in that thing. Simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. So here as you can see, this is the theme that we want to use. Now this is one of the best themes available. In fact, this is one of those very few themes that has the perfect 5-star rating. Now there are many themes on WordPress on this theme forest platform that are like 4.7, 4.9, but there are very few themes that are perfect 5-star rating. This is one of those. So this is the theme that we need. So you have to purchase this theme, but you don't have to worry about the pricing. You'll have to pay $59, but this is a one-time payment, which is really great. So you just purchase this theme once and you don't have to purchase it again. You don't have to update it again. You can use this theme on your website for lifetime. And not only that, you'll also keep on getting future updates. So whenever this theme is updated in future, you will also keep on getting those updates for free as well. And with that, you also get 6 months of support. So once you purchase this theme, if you have any problem with this theme, if you're not able to do anything, you can always come over here, click on comments. You can either comment or you can go to support and raise a new ticket. These guys will help you out. So click on add to cart and purchase this theme. Now once you have purchased this theme, you will see this thing at the top right corner, your username, hover over username and click on downloads. Now here you will see all the different themes and plugins that you have purchased. You have to select this one, Discy, and click on this download button besides this Discy theme and select the second option, not the first one, the second option, installable WordPress file only. Click on that button and you will see a new file will start downloading for you. Once this file is downloaded, you can come back to your dashboard, click on appearance, click on add new. Now click on upload theme, which is over here, this button at top, and now choose this file. So I'll simply select this file, drag and drop it over here and click on install. Now you can click on choose, select that file and click on install now. Now once this theme is installed, we need to activate this theme. So click on this activate link. And once it is activated, you will have to register it. So click on register now. It will automatically register this theme. Here as you can see, it will connect with Envato. Basically make sure you have logged into this thing. So if you're logged into Theme Forest, it will automatically connect this thing with Theme Forest and your license will be activated. Now you can cancel these notices. Come back to your dashboard. Now this will ask you to, install 2 plugins. Click on begin installing plugins. Let's tick mark both these plugins, and under bulk action, select install and click on apply. So both these plugins will be installed for you. Once it is done, you will have to click on this link at the bottom, return to required plugin installer. And now it's time to activate these these plugins. So tick mark both these plugins. Under bulk action, click on activate and click on apply. Now these two are the only plugins that we need. So this is going to be a very nice, very light, website. If you again come back to your website, refresh it. Now as you can see, it has already started looking like the demo website. Now I would recommend you to do one thing, go to appearance and delete this 2019 theme as well. All right, like this. And make sure you have only Discy installed and activated. Now the very first thing that I want to do is I want to start with the home page. So let me come back to the home page in this demo website. So first let's create our home page. So let's start with the home page. So to create a new page, you have to click on pages from the left hand side, and you will have to click on add new to add a new page. Let's give it a title of home because this is going to be our home page. Now under template, which is over here at the right hand side, if you don't see this thing, click on this, it will be expanded. Under template, make sure you have selected home. Select this home and publish this page. If you open this in a new tab, we have to set this page as well. Here as you can see, once you open this in a new tab, here it says your website name /home, and if you click on Discy, you are redirected to some other page. So we have to set this page as our home page. For that, we have to come back to dashboard, hover over settings, click on reading, select this option. Your home page right now displays your latest post. We want to display a static page, so select this one. Under home page, select home that we have just created and click on save changes. Now again, if you come back to this website and click on Discy, and now as you can see, this is your home page. Few things are already present over here. This question box is already present, although it is not working. As you can see, once I click on this thing, it is not working for now. If I click on over here, this is working. So we'll have to fix that thing. And we have these options given over here: feed, recent question, most answered. I have to realign them. Okay, so let's see how that is done. Come back to pages, edit your home page, which is this, click on edit. Now because we have selected this template home, you will see home settings over here at bottom, home settings. Click on that. First of all, make sure this option is selected, show ask question box. Now this box that you see, this is the ask question box. So make sure you have selected show. Now if you want to show these tabs at the left menu, if you see these tabs, most answered, bump question, answered, these tabs, if you want to show them at the left hand side, we can tick mark this thing. I would not recommend you to do that thing because we are going to create another, option for left hand side. So leave it as it is. Now choose the categories that you want to show. We want to show all categories. Okay. And I don't want this feed tab over here. So if you see over here, we have feed, we have recent questions, most answered, answer, no answers. I don't want feed. I want recent questions, questions for you. So this website will automatically work and see what all question this visitor is interested in, and it will show those questions to this user. Most answered, most voted, all these options. Okay. So if you want to tick mark few more, if you want to show few more options, you can tick mark them. You can also realign them if you want. If you want to bring this thing, you can realign them, bring it wherever you want. Okay. Now we have this option display by last. So the last question, basically the latest question, will be displayed at top, which is good. And under pagination, if you see in this website, we are not using pagination. When you scroll down, you have this load more question. Instead of pagination is page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, if you go to page 1, page 2, that is the thing. Here we have the load more thing. So what I'll do is I'll also select load more under pagination style. Items per page, I want to display 10 questions and descending, latest question, last question first. Don't do any changes under slug, let it be as it is. And for now, just update this page. Again, come back to this page, refresh it. A lot will be changed. As you can see, we have recent question, but here it says no question found because we have not posted any question. Now let's try to post a question. Let's see whether this is working or not. So if you click on what's your question, this is not working. So to make this thing work, we can do one thing. You will see this Discy settings at top, this one. Right click this, open link in a new tab. So open this option in a new tab. And over here we need to click on general settings. And here we need to select this option, activate the ask question button at this side. Make sure this thing is on. Go ahead at the bottom, click on save options. Again, if you come back to this website, refresh it. Now let's try it again. If I click on this thing, now as you can see, this is working. Now let's try to post a new question. Let's see whether this is working or not. So let me actually do one thing. Copy some question from here. Maybe let's copy this one. So I'll copy this question. This is the title of this question. Okay, so I'll come over here, paste in the question title over here. Now we have to select a category. Now we have not yet created any categories. So again, we need to come back to dashboard and we need to create few categories. So you'll see under questions at the left hand side, you have questions. Under that, if you hover over that, we have add new question, we have answers, best answers, and we also have this questions categories. Click on that question categories. Now you can create different categories. So if you see in this website, if I click on ask a question, here we have analytics, communication, language, all these options. So let's add few questions. So maybe people, if they want to ask question related to politics, they can select this politics category. So select this option, select this category. You can also have some more option if you want a different option, or if you want a different image for that background. For example, if I come back over here again, let me open this language category. If I click on language category, this will open this language category page. So all the category page will look like this. So if I click on language, now I'll see all the question posted under language category. So categories have different page. So for these pages, you can have a banner image, you can have an icon like this. And if you want to have those things, you can paste in that thing over here. So as you can see, choose a custom setting for the cover. If you want, you can upload some cover image. I've given you, in fact, there is a link given in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will download these images for free. These will help you out. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. And here, as you can see, for every single tutorial, I create a blog post like this. You will also be redirected to a similar blog post. Okay, and if you see at the bottom, you will see download free images. You need to click on this download button. A new zip file will be downloaded for you. You need to right click on that zip file, click on extract files. That file will be unzipped or extracted. You will see the media folder, and here you will see few images given to you for demo purposes. Now if I want to use this image, I can come over here, upload that image. All right, let me upload all the images. Okay, open it. So maybe for this, I want to use this image as my banner image. So I'll select this thing, click on select. You can also have a different category icon. By default, as you can see, this book icon is selected. If you want some other icon, you can select that. Then you can change the category color. You can make this category private category. You can make it special category. Okay, all these options. You can also have a custom logo. So whenever someone goes to this category page, they will see a different logo instead of this logo. So you have this option as well. And you can change the style. For example, for the style of this page is this. At top we have the banner, left hand side we have this sidebar, right hand side also we have sidebar, and we have the content in the middle. Now this is the default style. If you want, as you can see, this is the default style, left, right and center. If you want only right column, you can select this one. If you want only left column, you can select this one. If you don't want a sidebar, if you just want the content, you can select this option. So all these options are given to you. You can change the skin color. Okay, so instead of this color, you can change, instead of this blue color skin, you can change some other color. So all these links, all these color will become that color. If you select red, everything will become that red or that orange color, whatever you select. Now if you want to post or if you want to show different Google ads over here, you can select this option, advertising after header 1. So if you want to display Google ads after header 1, this is your header. You can select that option. You can select this option, display code. Enter your Google AdSense code. If you want to display ad at the left hand side after left menu, you can display there. You can display ad after content. You can display, all these options are given to you. Now once you select these options, you can click on add new category. A new category will be selected politics. Let's add another category, religion. Maybe if somebody wants to ask a question related to religion. Okay, maybe let me do one thing. Let me refresh this page. All right. Now once you add religion, you can now again go ahead at the bottom and click on add new category. A new category is added. Let's add science as a new category. So similarly, you can go ahead and create hundreds of different categories. Now once you do that thing again, if I come back, let me cut this thing actually. Let me cut all these things. Again, if I come back to this website, refresh it. Let's try it again. If I click on this thing, now as you can see under categories, we have these options. So again, this is my question. Maybe I'll copy this question. This is my title. Copy the title, then after that we'll select some category. Maybe this is related to science category, so I'll select science. You can also add some tags. So maybe I'm asking about gravity in this question, so I'll add gravity as a tag. So once you click on gravity, press enter. As you can see, this tag is added. Maybe science could be another tag. Okay. If you want to create it a poll, you can have this thing and you can give some options like this is answer 1. This is answer 2. Okay. You can add more answers, more options if you want. Okay. You can have a featured image. You can type in details. So these are all the details. As you can see, some dummy text basically. Okay, I'll paste it over here. You can make it bolder, italic. All these options are given. You can ask anonymously. You can add a video to describe the problem. You can make this question a private question. Make sure to always tick mark this thing, terms and conditions. We agree to terms and conditions and click on publish your question. And this is how easily a person can post their question. As you can see, this question is posted. If I come back to the home page, this is the question. This is how the design will look like. Now people can upvote it, downvote it. If somebody wants to answer, they can answer it. If I want to open this thing, this is how it will look like. Alright, so this is how it is working. Now let's again come back to the home page. We have seen all the settings till here, till slug. Now if you want custom settings for these options, so custom settings for question and custom settings for answer, you can enable this option as well. Not recommended, but if you want, you can have it. So if you're on this thing, custom settings for question. So choose a style for question. So we are displaying one column. Okay. If you select 2 columns, it will work with sidebar and all. So by default, it is 1 column. So I want to keep it at 1 column. Now whether you want to activate the author image. Okay. This image, as you can see, this is the author image. If you make it off, this image will disappear. Only the text will be shown. Okay. Not recommended again. Whether you want to activate vote in loop. So people can vote in loop. This is the loop basically, wherein all the questions are shown one by one. Then we have some more options. If you want to select on to hide the dislike button. So if you want to hide this dislike button, you can make it on. If you want to show poll in the question loop. Now this is loop, as I said earlier. Loop is something. If I go to category, this is loop. It is displaying all the different categories. Now this is not displaying the poll. If I click on this thing, I'll have to click on this thing to display this poll or to see this poll. So if you want to show this poll on this page, on the loop, you can make it on. I'll show you what happens after that. Maybe let me for now just select update, come over here, refresh this page. Now as you can see, poll is displayed in the loop, dislike button is gone. Okay, so both these options are working. I don't want poll, I just wanted to show you how it is working. Now we also want the read more button. Okay, so that people can click on read more. Let me update this page. People can click on read more to read the entire thing. Okay, so this is the question. Where is that gone? Now here we don't see that read more because the excerpt is showing around 40 words. So here already those 40 words are given over here. If I edit this question, let me show you what I mean by that. If I edit this question, let me edit it. Let me add few more options, few more text like this. Now if I update it, come back to my home page. Let's go to home page. Now you can see we have the read more because we have more text. Earlier what was happening is only we had this much text, so nothing to read more. Now if I click on read more, I can see this entire thing. Okay, so that is what it does. So we have this read more button. I want to activate follow button at question loop so that people, if they want to follow a certain question, they can click on that follow button so that whenever someone answers that question, they will be notified. Then you can also have custom settings for answer. If you want, you can have this thing and click on update. Not really important. Again, let's come back. Now, as you can see, people can follow this question as well. Alright, now let's do one thing. Let's open our website in a new private window. I want to see when somebody comes on my website, whether they are, properly able to log into my website, properly able to sign up on my website, and whether they are able to post a question and answer different questions or not. So for that, we'll have to open this website in a new private window. Click on this option, click on new incognito window, paste in your website. So for new users, this is how your website will look like. If they want, they can click on create an account, or if they want, they can click on sign up. They can enter their username. So maybe let's add John Doe as a username, email address, some email. All right, and some password. Now click on sign up. Let's see whether this is working or not. So as you can see, once they sign up this thing, they will get a new notification and they got 20 points because if you remember, we already have 20 points. We'll see how to fix the point thing. If you want to decrease or increase this thing, by default, whenever someone registers on your website, they will get 20 points. Now this user can see all these options. This user can see the user profile. If they want to edit the profile, they can click on edit profile from here or from here. Now here you can see nickname. They can change the first name, last name. All right. Display name can be changed. Profile picture, cover image can be changed. Let me upload some cover image, or maybe this one. Address can also be changed. Let me select some country, some phone number. All right. Gender, age. All right. So I'm selecting few things over here, and after that, maybe this is my website name. This person can enter the website name. They will enter some text. I'll just copy this text for demo purposes. Then this person can also enter the Facebook, YouTube, all the different links, and click on save. Now let's again come back to user profile and see how it looks like. So click on John Doe, or if you want, you can click on user profile. And now as you can see, we have the profile picture. We have a lot of text over here, phone number, address, mail, year, age, everything is given over here. And I have 24 points. If I click on that thing, 20 points for signing up on this website, 1 point for adding Facebook link, 1 point for all these links. Okay. So these points are added. As I said earlier, we'll see how to change this point system. Now again, let's do one thing. Let's go to the home page. We can see that somebody has posted this question. Now, if I want to answer this question, I can click on answer. I can click on this thing. I can upvote this thing. Okay. As you can see, upvoted. Or if I want, I can open this thing. Okay, I can see this is the one. Maybe I want to select this option, click on submit. So as you can see, one vote. If I want to answer this thing, I can go ahead at the bottom and I can answer this option as well. Now, similarly, let me do one thing. Let me just add some text as answer. Okay, so maybe this is my answer. So I'll select this thing, click on submit. Now, once I click on submit, let's see what happens. Now here, as you can see, for me it is showing, but for other people it won't show. It is saying your answer is awaiting moderation. So by default, this is the default setting that whenever someone posts any comment or any answer, it will be moderated. Now we don't want to do that. We don't want to moderate every single answer on our website. So what I want to do is whenever someone posts an answer on any question, it should start displaying. So to do that thing, we'll have to come back to dashboard. Now hover over settings and click on discussion. Now let's do few settings over here. Now first of all, make sure this thing is tick mark. Anyone can post a comment. Now a comment should not be held for moderation. So untick this thing. You have say this tick mark, untick this thing. A comment must be manually approved. You don't want to do this thing. So make sure this tick mark is also removed. Author must have previously approved comment, not required. So basically untick these two things. Comment must be manually approved. Comment author must have previously approved comments. So once you remove those tick marks, click on save changes. Let's try it again. Again, go back to this page, refresh it. Now this still says your answer is awaiting moderation because that was posted with the previous setting. Let's try it again. If I answer this thing, let's add some more text for this time. And now let me submit it. So if I click on submit, let's see what happens. Now, as you can see, this answer is added and we don't see that text. Okay, that text over here, right? Earlier it was displaying this text. Now this is automatically approved. So this is how it is working. Okay, your answer has been added successfully. Again, if I come back to this page, come over here, refresh it. Here you can see it is displaying only one answer. If I open this thing, it is displaying only one answer, the approved one. Okay, and let me show you how you can approve that earlier question. So if you go to comments, you will see all those things. So as you can see, this one was automatically approved. This one was not. So if I click on approve, it will be approved. If I again come back to this question, now we have two answers. Now, because I have posted this question, I can choose some answer as the best answer. So maybe I want to select this answer as the best answer. I want to upvote it and select this as the best answer. Now, once it is selected, you will see this, notice over here that this is the best answer selected. And if I again refresh it, it will be answered. Okay. Now I also got few points. As you can see, if I open this thing, somebody has upvoted my question. Somebody has polled, accepted this poll. You'll keep on getting these options. If I go to my user profile, I have 1 point. If I open this thing, this is for getting upvoted. So my question was upvoted by this John Doe. So that is the reason why I got this point. Now let me show you how this point system and the badge system works. So for that, we'll have to again come back to our dashboard, click on Discy options or Discy settings from top. Now over here, you will see badges and point settings. Select this option. And from here, you can control that thing. So if you open the badges and points page from here, if I open the badges page, now whatever text you want at top, under point system, I want to display maybe this text. So I'll copy it. And this is the point system. So I'll paste in this text. Okay, so that will be displayed. Now points for asking a new question. If somebody asks a new question, they will get maybe 1 point instead of 0. Point for adding a new post. If somebody adds a new post, you will be adding new post, admin will be adding new post. So we'll get 5 points for that. Now points for choosing the best answer. So once your answer is chosen as the best answer, you'll get 5 points. Points for voting, points for adding an answer, points for voting answer. All these points can be changed. As you can see, points for new user, 20 points. If you want to increase or decrease this thing, you can do it. And click on save options. Okay, this was points. Now click on badges settings, badge settings. Click on badge settings. You'll see badges. If I scroll down, okay, this is the text for badges. So I'll copy it, paste it over here. Okay. Now you can add a new badge. You can select whether you want to add badge by points, by roles, by questions, by answers. I want to add by points. Click on add new badge. And let's see. Now the first badge, as you can see, is this beginner badge. So badge name will be beginner. All right, let me add this thing and points will be 10. So when you receive 10 points, you will automatically see this badge, beginner badge. And I want to select the color, this black color. As you can see, background black color is selected. So I'll select this black color, and you can also have some details. So this is the detail. I'll paste in this text over here. All right, let's add one more. Click on add new badge. This is teacher. So once you have 50 points, you can have this teacher, and the background color is this red color. And then we have this text, this details thing over here. So I'll add this thing. Let's add one more. Let's add this Pandit. So once you have maybe 100 points, you can get this Pandit badge. Let's change the color, this orange type of color, and let's copy some text. So once you get this much point, you can get this badge. Now click on save options. Now if I again come back to this page and refresh it, okay, I have 1 point. Let me actually come back to this page and refresh it for this user. Okay, for this demo user, John Doe user. If I see this option, okay, so this person has 34 points, and as you can see, we have this beginner badge. I think, okay, maybe we did not select the background color. That is the reason why background color is not displaying. I'm selecting this background color. Okay, not this one. Let's click on save options. Try it again. We should see that background color. Click on refresh, and now as you can see, we have this background color, and this person has 34 points. If I want, I can do one thing. Maybe let's add teacher for 30 points. Okay, so that we can see whether this thing is working or not. Now, if I refresh it, now as you can see, this person will get this notice. You just unlocked a new badge, teacher badge. Okay, because this person has 34 points, more than 30 points. So as you can see, this entire process is working. If you want to verify some user, let me show you how you can verify any user. You can go to users from the left hand side. First of all, here it is. Click on users, click on John Doe. If you want to verify this person, click on this, scroll down, you will see the verify option. Here, as you can see, check on if you want to verify this user. You can also add some custom points. So maybe I want to add 120 point to this user, just like that. Okay, so I can select it, click on update user. If I come back over here, refresh it. Now as you can see, a new badge is unlocked. Now this user has unlocked this Pandit badge. This user is also verified because we just verified them, and because we gave them a few points. If I click on 154, you can see 120 points was given to you by the administrator. Now you're a Pandit. Okay, the badge Pandit basically. Alright, so as you can see, this is how this entire process works. Now let's do one thing. Let's create few pages. So few pages are required over here. For example, we don't have this badges page, we don't have the tags page, all these groups page, polls page. Let's create these pages. So for that, we'll come back to this option, click on pages from the left hand side, click on add new. First, let's add this users page. If I click on users, you can see all the different users that are available on your website. So I'll type in users. So whenever somebody creates an account, they will be displayed under this page and people can follow them just by clicking on this follow button. Now under template, make sure you select users template and click on publish. Now as you can see, when you select users template, you get this users setting over here. Now whether you want to show that, whether you want to show search at the user page at top, whether you want to filter user page, how many users you want to display per page, user style, there are so many different style. By default, we have small grid with follow. So as you can see, small grid with this follow button. If you want, you can change this thing. Now I want to display administrator, also subscriber. So make sure you tick mark these two things and update it, or maybe at least just tick mark subscriber so that your subscriber can be displayed. Now if you want, you can view this page in a new tab just to see whether this is working or not. So as you can see, this is working. Again, I can come back. Let's add another page. Click on add new. Let's add the badges page. So we have just added all those points and badges data, but we have not created a page for that. So add this title under template, select badges, click on publish. Again, as you can see, you get this option badges and points. By default, it is 2 columns. If you open this in a new tab, here as you can see, we have 2 columns. Okay. If you want to make it 3 columns, you can select it like this, update this page, come back, refresh it. And now as you can see, we have 3 columns. All right. So you can have this option as well. Let's create another page, come back and let's create the communities page, or basically your categories page. I'll name it communities. And again, under template, just select categories and publish it. And here as you can see, all the settings related to categories, whether you want to show the search option at top, filter option, question categories, type, the style, simple with follow. So if you see this page, if I view this page, this is the style, follow button and a simple style. If you want, you can have colored icon, with box, with cover. All these options are given to you. Again, come back. Let's add one more. Click on add. Let's create the facts page. Okay, this page, the help page of facts page. So I'll name it facts. You can name it help. And under template, it will be facts. Publish it. Now under facts page, we'll have to add all the frequently asked questions. So if I click on help facts page in the demo website, you can see at top we have this text. So I'll copy this text, paste it over here like this. Then we have the questions. So this is the content basically. And then we have the questions and different answers. This is one question. So we'll click on add new fact. This is the question. And these, and this is the answer. So I'll paste in this answer, click on add new question, add new fact. All right, copy it, paste in this thing, and answer for that you can type in. Obviously you don't have to copy paste. I'm just doing it for tutorial purposes. You'll have to, type in your own question, answer, all those things. Now update this page. If you view this in a new tab, here as you can see, you have this thing, we have your questions, we have your answers. Now there is one more thing. If you see the design of this question page is a little bit different. You have this facts, we have this facts title, this is left hand side, and we have this icon. So if you want, you can have this thing as well. You have this option under custom page settings. Here you have custom page settings. If you enable this thing, you have a lot of options. So here you can change the title style, select style 2. So you'll have style 2 and you can select some icon for this. For example, we have selected this icon. Now you can go to this link. Okay, so this link to code.info/demos/themes/dicey/and-typo, and you will see all the links, all the different icons and the name for those icons. So for example, if I want to use this icon, gear icon, I can copy the name, paste in the icon name over here, click on update. Let's come back to this page, refresh it. Now as you can see, we have this gear icon, we have the title. Now I'll give you the link. I'll give you this link on my website page. So as I said earlier, to download the media file, you will click on pages. Now a page like this will be open for you if you click on the link which is given in the video description. And at the bottom, I said I'll have this thing. I'll have the zip file for images. Now just below that, I'll make sure to add this link as well. Now we can do one more thing. If you see over here, we only have the left hand side. We don't have the right sidebar. So if you want to do the same thing, you can go to pages option. And you can change the sidebar layout. So let's select this one. Here we only have left sidebar, or maybe let's select this one. Okay, whatever you want, you can select this, click on update, again come back, refresh it, and now as you can see, we only have left hand side. You can control what you want at the left hand side. Okay, you can select sidebar, sidebar 1, or whatever you want to display, you can select that thing. Or if you want, you can select the last option, click on update, come over here, refresh it, and now as you can see, you have this design. So you can change the layout for each page, for home page, for other page. For each page you can have a different layout. Now again, let's come back to pages, add few more pages. Let's add tags page. So click on add new, give it a title of tags, select the template of tags and publish this page. Here also, if you want, you can go ahead and do some changes. Come back, let's create groups page so that people can create different groups. All right, under templates, select groups and publish this page. And finally, let's come back and create our about page. Click on add new. Let's give it a title of about or about us. Let's type in about us. You don't have to select any template. You can create your own about page. Just publish this page for now. And let's open the about page over here. So very simple. You will see at top we have some heading, then we have text, then we video, all these things. So if I just go ahead, copy everything till here, come back, just paste in this thing, you will see everything will be copied and pasted for you. Now if you want to do some changes, for example, instead of this title, if you want something else, type in your own title like this. Instead of this text, change the text. Instead of this video, I don't want this video, maybe let me go to my YouTube channel. Maybe I want to add this video link. So I'll right click on this video, click on copy link address, come over here, change the link, click on this edit URL and change this link, click on embed. Now this video will be embedded over here like this. Similarly, if you want to change the text, change the title, just click on that and you can just change your text and title, very easy. Now go ahead and update this page. Let's open this in a new tab. And here you have your about page. All right. If you want to make it center, maybe let's bring this thing in center so we can align center this title as well. Right, now you can update it and you can change the layout as I've explained you earlier. You can go to custom page settings or you can go to pages option and you can change the layout. Okay, if you want sidebar, if you want it without sidebar, select that layout, refresh this page and you will have that layout selected for you. All right, so all these options are given to you. Now let's create our contact page. So if you open your contact page, click on contacts. This is your contact page. Come back to this page, click on add new. Let's give it a title of contact or contact us. And under template, this time we'll have to select the contact us template and publish it. Now under contact page, first we have this text. So we'll paste in the text or we'll type in our text over here. Then we have this form. Now we need to create this form, but it is very easy. Don't worry. Come back to your dashboard. In fact, open your dashboard in a new link and click on contact from the left hand side. One contact form is already created for you, but this is a very simple one. We want a nice looking contact form like this with all these icons and all. So click on this option, delete all the content. Now open the file that you have downloaded. And in that media file, you have all the images. You also have this file. Open this contact form file. This is how it will look like. Just copy everything from here. Come back, paste in the text, click on save. Now once you click on save, you will see this shortcode under this blue line. Copy the shortcode, come over here, click on this blue plus button, search for shortcode element, which is over here, and paste in your shortcode. Now click on update. If you open this page in a new tab, okay, as you can see, this is how your contact page is looking. Again, you can change the layout. You can have only the left one. So let's do that actually. Let's select this layout and click on update. Come over here, refresh it. Okay, changed. You can also change the title. So here, as you can see, title is style 2 and we have this icon. So custom page setting, let's select title style 2 and let's select some icon for this. Maybe let me select this icon, hourglass icon. Okay, copy it like this. Come over here, paste in the icon class, update it, come back, refresh it. Now you can see title is at the left hand side and we have this icon. So this is how it will work. Now the final page that we need to create is the blog page, but before that we need to create few blog posts. So click on post from the left hand side. Let's delete this hello world. This is a dummy blog post. Let's create our own blog post. So click on add new. Let me actually go to blog page, open a blog post just so that we can copy paste the data. Open this one. Now this is the title. So we'll copy the title, paste it under title. Then we have the featured image. So here you will have to click on post at the right hand side click on featured image, and you can set some image as your featured image. So maybe let me set this image as my featured image. Then we can also add a category for this. So this is posted under work category. If you see, this is posted under work category. So maybe I'll create this category, click on add new, and whatever text you want or whatever content you want, this is your blog content. Let me copy this much. You can just paste it at the bottom under the content area like this. So this is how easy to create a blog post, and after that you can just go ahead and publish it. Open a new tab. This is how it is looking. Later on we'll see how we can change the layout of this blog post. Okay. Now let's create our blog page. Final page, click on pages, click on add new, give it a title of blog, and under templates select the blog page, publish it, open this in a new tab, and here as you can see, now this page will display all the different blog posts. Now most of the things are already completed. Now we need to create the header and footer. So in the header we need to create the menu. We need to create this menu as well. At the left hand side, if you see in the home page, this thing is also a menu, this thing. Okay, so we need to create this menu and this menu at top, and after that we need to see the footer. So this is your footer. We need to see how to create that footer. So for that, come back to your dashboard. Let's start with menu. So to create a new menu, hover over appearance, click on menus. Let's create this simple menu first, the first one. So give it a title of main menu or header menu. Click on create menu and select whatever link you want. So you want the home page, about page, blog page, and contact page. Maybe these 4 pages. Okay. Now make sure to tick mark header menu for both logged in and unlogged users. Okay. Now once you do that thing, again if you come back to this page, refresh it. Now as you can see, you have your menu. Okay. These 4 links are added. Now let's create this left menu. Okay. This menu. So for that we'll click on add a new menu, create a new menu. I'll name it maybe left menu. Click on create menu. Now what all pages you want. Now most of the pages are not given. For example, we have the home page, but we don't have this page, add group page. So these pages, add group page, buy point page, these pages, these few pages will be present under this option. You need to enable that option. So click on screen options and select this option, WPQA custom links. So they will be under this option. So now as you can see, under this we had add group. So if you search for add group, here as you can see, we have the add group option, and let's add that home option as well at top. Then we have groups page. We have created that page. Let's search for that groups page. Then we have feeds. Then we have buy points as well. So select buy points. We have let's see a few more. Polls, tags, badges. Let's search for those polls. Tags, we have created another page. Let me add these many pages first. Then let's go to pages, fags, users, tags, badges, these pages. All right. Now we have these icons as well. So you go to that icon page again. Now whatever icon you want, just copy the name of the icon, come over here. So maybe for this group, I'll add this icon thing. For home, I'll search for home icon. You can search for home like this. Here as you can see, we have the icon home. Now to search, you can click on Control F. You will see the search option, and you can search for home. You will see the home option. Okay. Then similarly for some other icon, maybe for group, you can search for user option. I'll just maybe use this one. Okay. Then for polls, you can search for an icon for that. I'll use this one. Buy points, you can search for award icon or some icon like that. Maybe let me just get this icon. All right. Magnet one. Then we have badges. Okay. For that, if you want, you can have some icon. I'm just adding few icons without searching for them just to save some time. Then let me add this suitcase icon. For tags, you can search for tags. Okay. If you just go to this option, search for tag. Here as you can see, icon tag. And for users also, you can search for user. You can search for person. Let me search for person. Maybe user. Let's search for user. Here as you can see, we have icon user. Get this icon. And all right, I think we pasted it. It will. All right, so it will be tags. like this. Now once you do this thing, you can tick mark these two things, menu left, logged and not logged. Click on save menu. Again come back to this page, refresh it, and now as you can see what all links you have added, those are now present over here. Now you can also add this question link, question option, questions, all question, and you can add these options under that. Okay, add a category, ask question, new question, and all these question option you can add them as well, and you can add them under this main question option. So this is the main question, and then you can add these options under that, like we have over here. As you can see, this is the main, and then we have some things under that. I can click on, let me add some icon for this. Come over here, refresh it. Now as you can see, we have this question option. If you want, you can minimize this thing as well. So this is how it works. Now let's see these widgets. So at the right hand side, whatever you see, these are different widgets. So let's add these widgets, and also let's add the footer widgets. So for that you need to go to appearance, or maybe let me do one thing. Let me create one more page, or let me create few more menus. These things that you see, these are also menus. So let me create these menus very quickly. Click on, where is that gone? Click on this option, create a new menu. Let me name it footer 1. Click on create menu, just 4 links, blog page, about page, contact page, home page maybe. So let's select these 4 pages maybe. Now don't need to tick mark anything, just click on save menu. This is created. Let's create one more. Click on add new. Let's name it footer 2, and all these pages that you want under this. So maybe I want these 3 pages under footer 2. Click on save. Then we have footer 3, only support and knowledge base. Click on add new. Footer 3, I'll add maybe the facts page and the communities page. All right. So this is how you can create few more menus. Now we can go to widgets. So under appearance, you will see widgets. Click on that. Let's start with this right hand side widget, this one. Now the first thing over here is this button, ask a question button. First of all, let's delete these options. Click on that, click on this 3 dots icon and click on remove post or remove block. Now once you do that thing, let's click on add new and search for button. You will see this option WPQA buttons. Add that option. Now whatever button you want, the title says ask question. I'll type in ask a question. Okay. Now you can select what that button will do, whether that button will open the sign up button, sign up pop-up or login pop-up, add a post, custom link. We want to select ask a question. Okay. Now the second option is this stats. So click on add new, search for stats. You will see this option WPQA stats. The title over here, we don't have any title. We just have question answers, best answer user. So question answers, not post, not comments, best answer and user. You can change style 1, you can change style 2. All those options are given. Then we have this tabs option. Search for tabs, WPQA tabs. Now what all tabs you want, you can select that thing. Maybe I don't want to display tags. Okay, tags are not displayed over here. Only the comment and post. Okay, and what all options you want, you can select this thing. Now click on add new. Then we have recent activities. Search for activities. Here it is, activities log. Then we have users as well. Search for users, WPQA users, and what all users you want to display. I want to display these users. Now click on add new. Finally, we have the tag cloud. Okay, select this tag cloud and update this thing. Again, if you come back to this page and refresh it, now as you can see, we have ask a question. If you click on that thing, we have this stats, we have tab, recent, we have activities log, we have users. All these options are given to you. Now let's see the footer option. Our footer is empty. Now all these was under sidebar. Now we have to select footer 1, 2, 3, 4, all these options. So first footer widget area, if you see, let's see what we have. We have this option. We have the about option. This is the text that I want. Now I'll search for this one. First footer widget area. Search for about widget. This is one, Discy about. You can upload your logo, click on remove. You can upload your own logo, title is Discy, and whatever text you want, you can type in that text. Okay, this is the one. Now I can minimize this thing, open second footer widget area, and here as you can see we have this menu, title is about us. So we can come over here, click on this plus button, search for navigation menu, title will be about us, and we'll select footer 1, the menu that we just created. Then the second one is legal stuff, and we'll select menu 2. So open third footer widget area, add navigation menu, give some title, select footer 2, minimize it. Fourth footer area, as you can see, help, and we'll use this menu. Search for navigation widget, title is help, select menu footer 3. All right. And finally, last footer, we have the follow. So fifth footer, add this option, search for social media, Discy social media. If you want, you can also use the social media counter. Now come over here, refresh it, and here you can see, let me try it again. Okay, now it is working, as you can see. Okay, so this is working. Now let's see how we can change this footer text. So how we can change this copyright text, and also a few important settings related to this theme. So basically, finally, now we have to do the theme settings. So for that, click on Discy Settings. We have seen few things already. Under badges, we have seen badges points, and under general option, we have seen few things. Now let's go through all the settings present under this theme settings. Now the first option over here is this general settings. So if you scroll down, you can see we have activated this ask question button. Make sure you have activated that thing. Now choose the role you don't want to show the WordPress admin top bar. So this top bar, this WordPress admin top bar, if you see this one, we don't want author and subscriber to see that. And rest everything is good, I guess. You can enter your header and footer code. So if you have any Google Analytics code or anything like that, you can enter that under this header and footer code. You can enter your SEO codes, SEO keywords, or I would recommend you to use some external plugin for SEO. You can change your website logo. So WordPress login logo, you can change your website logo. You can change your fav icon. You can change all these things from here. Then we have mobile app. Mobile app is basically, if you want, you can contact them and they will charge you some money. They will create a mobile app for you, I guess. So you can go through that and you can read more about that. Then we have under construction. If your website is still under construction and if you don't want people to come to your website and see the incomplete format, you can make it on, but I don't think you should make it on, because this is a very simple process, very short process. Within 1 or 2 hours, you can create your website. You can make your website live. Then we have the header settings. So what is your header height, header style? So as you can see, let me open your website. So you can see this is the normal header. If you want to make it small, you can select this thing, click on save changes. You can come over here, refresh it. Now as you can see, your header size is now small. So you can do these things. You can change the header style. You can change the header skin. You can upload your logo. So instead of this logo, if you want to upload some other logo, you can upload that logo. You can delete it and upload your own logo. All right. Now what all options you want in the login area. So if you see under login area, we have user profile, edit profile, all these options. And at the bottom, we have logout. So here as you can see user profile, and at the bottom, we have the logout. So if you want to on or off anything, you can do that thing as well. Now, if you want to make your header fixed, you can click on save option. Here as you can see, when I scroll down, the header disappears. But if I refresh it, now if I scroll down, as you can see, the header is fixed. So if you want, you can make this thing as well. Now call to action is on, and breadcrumb, post at header slider. These are not really important. Come to responsive. Now let's see post settings. All right, share setting, add, edit. Let's see question settings. Now under question settings, you can activate this thing you might like option. So this website will automatically recommend different questions or different options to your visitors. You can have some more options. People, if you want to give them option to bump question. So if somebody wants to bump up their question, if somebody wants to promote their questions, show the question on some other pages, like kind of an advertisement, then you can charge some points. So maybe you'll have to pay 50 points for that. Okay, so you can have this option as well. Activate the mention inside, so people can add @ and they can enter the username and they can mention people. So a lot of options are given to you. You can go ahead, you can go one by one with these options. Not really important, but you can go through them. Slugs I would not recommend you to change them. Now anyone can ask a question without register. I would always recommend you to make it off. Make sure people create an account on your website, only then they can ask a question. If you want to charge points for questioning, not recommended, so I'll make it off. All right. And let's see some more options. Terms and conditions, you can set for that. You can have limitation, number of words, number of letters that you want for questions, for polls. You can have those limitations. Then we have questions meta. So under questions, if you open a single question, what all things will be displayed? So as you can see, date is displayed, category is displayed, answers, views, followers, these things are displayed. Okay, answers, views, followers. So all these options are displayed. If you want to hide something, for example, I don't want to display date meta. Basically, I would not recommend you to do anything like that. But if you want to hide something, maybe answer meta, you can make it off. Now these things that I'm showing you, basically everything is completed for you, but I'm just explaining you. If you want to do some changes on your website, you can do it. Then we have question category setting. So we have seen, if you open a single category page, if you open the science page, this is how the science category page looks like. Okay, this is the simple with follow. You can have with cover, with icon. Okay, the one which we have seen in the demo website. You can come over here, refresh this page. Okay, still looks same. So, okay, we have to activate this thing. Activate the cover for categories. And you can make it full width. You can make it fixed. Now click on save changes. Come over here, try it again, refresh this page. And now as you can see, have the cover. And what all share option you want, you can enable or disable that thing. If you want, you can also enable tabs and you can display these things under tabs. Okay, so all these options are given to you. Then we have question and loop settings. Inner question, share setting, question layout. So question and loop setting is basically the loop option. If you go to home page, this is the loop thing, okay, wherein it will display all the questions. So we are displaying only one column over here. Okay, one question per column. If you want to make anything on or off, for example, activate the vote on or off, these settings we have seen under home page, under home page setting. But if you want to do this thing for other loops, for example, for question page, for category question page, for example, so you can do these settings. We have seen these questions, these options for home page. Then we have inner question. So if you open a single question, this is the inner question. So if somebody has uploaded that video, then where that video should be displayed, by default it is selected after content, which is this much is content. So after that, this thing, if you want, you can change that thing. If you can make it before content, you can change the height of that video. You can change a lot of things from here. You can also display related questions. So if you scroll down, nothing is displayed, no related questions are displayed. But if you make it on and click on save changes, at the bottom it will also display some related questions. All right. Shared setting, what all option you want. Question layout, what is the default layout? This is the default layout, left and right thing. If you want to maybe centered, if you want only left thing, you can make it default. Okay, so these options are given. Now pop-up share, we don't want. Category moderator, not required. Now payment settings, very important. So we have enabled this option, buy points. If you click on buy points, this is not working right now. So we have to enable this thing. So like we have done over here in the demo website, people can come and we have this buy option. They can click on buy point and they can buy this point for some money. Okay, if they click on this option, they will be redirected to this page. They will have to pay $2 for 20 points, something like that. So for that, we'll have to enable PayPal and we'll also have to enable this credit debit card processing payment. Okay, so for that, we'll have to come over here and we'll also have to create these options, buy options. So 20 points for $2 and so on. So come back to this option, Discy option. Under payment settings, first let's see what all you want to enable. So we have enabled PayPal, Stripe. You can also enable bank transfer. Scroll down. You can enter your PayPal email wherever you want to accept that thing. So this is my PayPal email address and you need to enter your API username, password and signature. For that, you have to go to paypal.com, log into your account. Now you can use any kind of PayPal account, whether you're using a regular PayPal account or a business account, all kind of account will do. Now once you log into your PayPal account, you have to do some changes in the URL bar. After paypal.com, type in paypal.com/businessmanage/credentials/API access, and you can see A in access is capital. So basically type in whatever you see on your screen and press enter. Now you'll see this page. Scroll down, select this option MVP/SOAP API integration, click on manage API credentials. And here you'll get your API username, password and signature. Click on show, copy your username, come over here, enter under username. Similarly, click on show, copy your password, paste it under password, copy your signature, paste it under signature. I'll have to hide these things. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have copied and pasted my password and signature. Now to accept this card payment, credit card, debit card, your Visa, MasterCard payment, you'll have to enable Stripe. So you need to go to this website dashboard.stripe.com, and if you don't already have an account, you need to create a new account with Stripe. Once you create an account, it is very easy, hardly takes around 1 or 2 minutes to create a new account with Stripe. Once you do that thing, you can click on continue. Now once you create your account, you have to go to dashboard.stripe.com, and over here you will see this developers option. Click on this developers. Now at the left hand side, click on API keys. Here you'll get your publishable key and your secret key. Here as you can see, your publishable key, just click on that, it will be copied for you. Come back, paste it under publishable key. Now similarly copy your secret key, come back to your website, paste it under secret key as well. And if you have enabled bank transfer, so here basically you'll give your bank account details like bank account name, bank account number, bank name, IFSC code, IBAN code, all those things. You can change the currency. If by default it is USD, you can make it Indian rupee, some other currency, whatever you want to use. You can change that currency and click on save options. Alright. So this is how you enable payments. Now pay to ask option is also given. So if you want people to make payment to ask a question, you can enable this option. So they can make payment through points, through payment method endpoints, all the options are given. Or you can even go ahead and add new packages for that. I would not recommend you to do that thing because you should make sure that at least asking a question is free. People can come to your website, they can ask a question for free. You can post an answer for free. All those things should be free. For extra things, for example, for points, we have seen how people can, add points. For points, they can buy points. You can add different Google ads on your website for payment. But these things should be free, or else no one will, come to your website and no one will add any question and all. So make sure you keep these things free. Pay for sticky question. Now you can enable this thing if you want. So if you want to make your question sticky, or basically if you want to promote your question, you can make some payment. Now you can type in the payment that you want by payment method, by point, how much money you want, you can type in that thing. Pay to answer. Again, for this also I would recommend you to keep it free. If you make it on, people will have to make some payment to answer any question. Not required. Subscription option also, I don't think it is required. You can create subscription plans, but I think you should keep this website free. Now let's come to this option, buy points, and enable this option and add new packages. Okay, so these kind of packages, if somebody wants to buy a point, they can click on these options. Now first package is this, as you can see, this standard package. So I'll give it a name of standard package. You can buy 20 points for $2. So points 20, price 2, and under package description you can type this package gives you 20 points. Similarly, let's add one more. This is premium. Let me delete this 20 from here. All right. So you'll get 50 points for maybe, let's see, for $4, and this is the description. Okay, $4. Similarly, you can add more packages, and now click on save changes. Now if you again come back to this buy points page and refresh it, now it will work because we have created these options, and if somebody clicks on buy point, they can now see they can make payment through PayPal, through card, through bank transfer, all the bank account details are given. Now people can use this option. All right, come back over here again. Then we have a pay to users. You can enable this option for converting points into money. Coupon setting, you can enable this option. You can give some coupon, for example 10 off. Okay, I'll type in this coupon code. So if somebody enters this coupon code, they will get 10% discount. Okay, discount percentage 10. Click on add new coupon. Okay, just click on save. So here, as you can see, when they are trying to buy this point, they can enter that coupon and they can get that 10% discount. Now group settings. Now before we do this setting again, if you come back to this option and click on add group, it will not work. Okay, so this page is not available. We have to activate this thing. Okay, and now it will work. We have few more options selected, so you should not add those options. Now whenever somebody creates a group, it will automatically be published by default. If you want to make it draft, it will be drafted. You have to go through that group and you have to publish it. Okay, so you can change the layout. All the same options are given. Again, if I come back over here, refresh it, now it will work because we have activated this group option. Then if you want captcha option enabled in your website, so if you see a lot of people spamming on your website, you can add this captcha. So to add a question or to add some answer, you'll have to enter the captcha, or to, for example, captcha enable for answer. You can make it on. And this is the captcha by default. As you can see, what is the capital of Egypt, Cairo, you can have these captchas. This is the regular question and answer. Or if you want, you can use the Google reCAPTCHA for this. Using this thing is very simple. You just need to click on this link, this link, google.com/reCAPTCHA, and you have to click on this plus button, enter your website name. This is my website name, dicy2.nayyar.com. Enter it like this. Let me see the format. Okay, just like this, without this HTTPS and all. Now select this version 2 and select this option, I'm not a robot, so that people will not be able to spam. Now, and under domain, type in the same thing over here. Click on plus. This is added. Accept this thing. Click on submit. Now you'll get the details. Here, as you can see, copy the site key. Come over here. Paste it under site key. Copy site secret. All right. Paste it under secret key. All right. Now click on save changes. Now, if somebody wants to post a new answer, they will have to enter the Google CAPTCHA. You can enable this thing for asking a question, all these options. Okay. Then we have user settings. Now under user settings, let me see only the important options because this is taking a lot of time. Not really important. I'm just wasting a lot of time, I guess. Okay, so this login setting. Under login setting, if when anybody logs in, where do you want them to be redirected to? Maybe the home page or profile page, maybe home page. After they log out, maybe when they log in, they will be redirected to profile page. After they log out, they will be redirected to home page. Okay. And click on save changes. You can change the login and register style if you want. Okay. You can also upload some logo, some images. For example, if you see, if I open this website, this demo website in a private window, and here if I click on login or sign up, we also have this image at the left hand side. In our website, we don't have that. So if you want this option, you can upload that image over here. Okay. You can select this option and you can login image. You can upload that image under this option. Then we have register settings. The default role should be subscriber, which is good. After register, which page you want them to be redirected to, you can select that option. So whether you want to send a welcome email or not, and whether you want to confirm email or not. If you remember, when I created that account in the new incognito window, I was automatically logged into my account. If you make it on, if you make this option on, confirm email, people will first get some code on their email address or some link on their email address. They will have to click on that link. Basically, they will have to verify their email. Only then they will be registered on your website. So again, this is also important. Make it on, so that people don't spam your website. Now go ahead and click on save options. Now again, I'm saying there are lots of options available. What all you want to enable or disable, you can do that. Then edit profile, ask users, referral setting, permission. You can have these options. Message setting. People can message each other. That is good. Badges we have seen. Comments. All right. Enable or disable to hide replies. All right. Answers. Search setting. Sidebar. All right, guys. I guess everything else looks good. If you want to change this color, the default color, as you can see, everything is this blue color. Instead of this blue color, if you want some other color, you can change that color. If you want, click on save changes. And now, as you can see, if you come back to your website, instead of that blue, we have this orange color everywhere. So you can change your primary color if you want. Then we have social settings. You can enter your social links. Advertising. you can enter your Google ad codes over here. So advertising type, if you want to display ad after header, you can display, you can paste in your Google ad code over here. Okay, if you want to display your Google ads in post or question, you can click on display code, enter the Google code over here, Google ad code, and those ads will be displayed. Under mail setting, you can change this thing. I think you should not change this thing actually. Footer setting. Yeah, under footer setting, you can change the this option. Okay, at the bottom, this copyright text. So instead of this, maybe we can type in something else. 2021, not Discy. Instead of Discy, maybe I'll type in blog dude. Your website name, all right reserved, with love by 2 code, not 2 code. I'll type in Nayyar Shaikh instead of 2 code. And if you want to redirect Nayyar Shaikh, if you want to add link to Nayyar Shaikh or whatever it is, you can add that link. Okay, like this. Now click on save options again. Now again, let's come back to our home page. And with this, we have completed this tutorial. Now, if there is anything that I've left, and if you want to learn more about that, for example, in theme settings, if I have left something and if you think that was important for you, you can go to this website, 2code.info/docs/Discy. This is basically the knowledge base or the documentation of this theme. If you have any problem with that, you can come over here and you can, for example, you can go to theme options, sidebar, search setting, payment setting. As you can see, go to payment setting. If you think I've missed anything, you can come over here and you can go through all these settings. They have explained very clearly how to do all these settings related to the website. If you want to see settings related to questions, templates, you can come over here and you can see that thing. Basically, we have covered everything, but still if you have some problem, some doubts, you can go to this website. And with this tutorial and also this video is completed. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, if you want to watch more useful videos like this, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Now, if you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.